there was a really interesting article. Shaun King tends to write interesting articles. And basically, it's a discussion that we've been having ongoing, right? Are you burning your bus? Are you vote blue? What are you going to do? Which way do we go? Shaun King's piece today was basically, I'm not sure I can vote for Hillary Clinton. And he's not willing to say, I'm burning your bus, though. I know you have some thoughts about even the phrasing of burning your bus, Nick. But, he's just like, I do believe in certain things. It's a very personal decision for me. It's a moral decision for me. And I think that's a very real issue for a lot of people right now, right? I mean, we came into this cycle tired of, as the professor said last night, holding our nose to vote, so to speak, right? I personally want to say, regardless of whether you're burning your bus, regardless of whether you are a Hillary supporter, you know exactly who you're voting for, and you're fine with that, good for you. Or if you're someone who's just like, well, I'm here for Bernie, but I will vote for her if she's the nominee because I believe, for whatever reason, that's the right thing for you to do. You know what? More power to all of you who make the choices that you make to vote for who you vote for, because honestly, at the end of the day, that is your right, that is your prerogative. And I do not think that we should put people in negative positions or chastise them because they're not going to vote a certain way. That, honestly, for me as a progressive, right, as someone in this movement, doing that type of thing makes us no better than the establishment we claim to want to distance ourselves from. Like, I don't think that you should be pushing anyone to make a pledge. I mean, I know everyone says, well, that's not what burning your bus is. I hear you. And I do appreciate the thought and energy behind the burning your bus movement. But a lot of people just run with it, and it's not just a movement. It's something to throw over people's heads. It's something to just throw out there. It's something to berate other people about. I like I said before, I manage several different social media pages. We get messages all the time demanding that we post things about take this pledge or do this or do that, or we all have to. I don't have to do anything but stay black and die, like my mama would say. Okay. Like, seriously. So I'm with Shaun King. Like, I don't think I can vote. I'm not going to say I don't think. I know I can't vote for her. I'm not doing it. Like, I have no problem saying that. However, I'm not going to have your pledge shoved down my throat either. Like, I don't pass judgment on anyone that is burning your bus. I have a lot of friends who are burning your bus. That's great. But I don't see that trying to force all the rest of us to also be burning your bus is even a good strategy on your part. But like Shaun King says, I am against the death penalty. I am against super PACs and the unfair influence of billionaires in elections. I'm for $15 minimum wage. I'm for free college tuition. I want to see the prison industrial complex dismantled. Like, not just brick by brick. I just want to see it all torn down, me personally. So I that's just me. And I understand that people are excited about their candidates. They're passionate. We want certain things, but at the same time, I'm not going to turn my back on any of you who feel that you do have progressive ideas or values because you do choose to support Hillary Clinton if she's the nominee in November. I will still break bread with you. Some of y'all got to calm down with some of the very strong rhetoric, but that's just my 2 cents. Because at the end of the day, we need everyone to come together to be able to do the work that we have to do going forward. Nick, yeah. I know you were saying some stuff about it earlier before we started.
I'm just going to say I think the term bust is what everybody kind of picks up on and kind of spins into whatever they believe that really means. Now, me personally, while I agree with the sentiment, I haven't taken the pledge because I just feel like my pledge is my vote. So I'll vote however I'm going to vote on November. I'm not going to vote for Hillary Clinton, but I said I wouldn't do it under any circumstance. Like, you'd have a gun to my head, I still wouldn't vote for her. But that's just because I have my own personal belief. And that belief doesn't have to extend to other people, just like you were saying. But I want to draw a distinction between trying to force a pledge down someone's throat and just trying to get somebody to question, not even so much question, but just to think about, the reality of what they're saying and what they're doing. If someone says, hey, I want to go to the gym and exercise and get in shape, but every time you look at them, they're eating junk food and sitting on the couch watching TV. If you ask them, hey, I thought you wanted to go and get into shape and go exercise and do whatever, that's not necessarily forcing them to do whatever you feel like that you would do if you were in their position. That's just trying to get them to be in line with what they expressed. And I think in particular, when you say that you support certain progressive ideas, but you vote for a candidate that does not support those ideas, that is actually antithetical to those ideas or antithetical to those policies, period, it's hard for me to say that you really do support that. And if you really don't support it, if you really don't think it's important, that's fine. But don't say it's really important and then you vote against it. Don't say you believe in something, but every time you turn around, you're voting against it. And that's what I'm trying to get people to realize. Like, you can't say you're for aggressive action on climate change, but you go and vote for a candidate that ignores climate change altogether, or that has a policy platform that really does not address climate change. Same thing for healthcare, same thing for, financial regulation, whatever is your issue. It could be anything. But I'm just saying, be in line with what you believe in is what I'm trying to get people to see. And I think there's a difference between forcing some pledge down someone's throat.